Hey, Mike and Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Looter by T&T Bags. Let's go and dive in, review this bag. We'll start with the slow side. This slow side is a hybrid material. It's the material I call the clone material. It's the same slow side you find on the B3 Coyote, Southwest Hefe, Sub-Zero Wintertide, Buffalo Sauce. A lot of bag companies are using the material. It was probably the very first variant to that R material when Ultra came out with the R and companies started trying to copy that and mimic it. This was probably the first variant of that material that became popular. The first one that I really recognize I really felt like was popular out there. It's a wonderful material, very player friendly. It's very versatile. You can do a lot with it. I call it about a 5-speed, right? It plays in between that 5 and 6 speed range for me. When I usually throw it, it's a touch slower than the R carpet in my opinion. So I call it a 5-speed on there. Has a ton of control to it for the whole friendliness that you get out of it. It's just it's a wonderful material, and there's a good reason why a lot of companies are using it and why a lot of players like to throw it. So looking about a 5-speed on the slow side. Fast side, this is that Pro Sniper, Viper, Deadhead fast side, 9-speed. It's crazy fast, great for pushing, collecting, cleaning up messes. Wonderful fast side material. So looking at about a 5 and 9-speed on this looter. Template wise, it's a medium template bag. It's a medium amount of fill, but it's borderline on the thin side of the amount of fill. So you have floppier. It is not extremely floppy bag, but it's borderline floppy, right? It's kind of right on that line for what I like to call. And the flop gives the bag just an unbelievable amount of forgiveness to it. So if you've been trying to find a bag that has a hybrid material or even a carpet bag, a kind of a little more of a control bag, but you don't throw a flat bag, and every time you get one of these bags, they just kick on you, hard to control. A bag like this looter, because of the flop in this bag, it doesn't have a lot of that kick. The floppiness takes some of that kick out. The bag lands a lot softer, flattens out, and just runs straight up that board. So very forgiving landing. This flop also gives this bag a ton of forgiveness around the hole. So if you're, my biggest issue is consistency. And a lot of times I don't know if I get tired, I lose focus, whatever. I start missing my landing mark when I'm throwing. A lot of times, and the bag's a little off left or right. A bag like this, you just get it up near the hole and get that corner. If that corner of the bag will grab the hole with the flop it has, it's going to grab the hole, spin around, and pull that bag back in. Both these materials are very hole friendly, so the bag just drips right back in. I love when a bag helps make up for my mistakes. And this looter does a wonderful job of that with the forgiveness it has around the hole. So very forgiving on the landing, very forgiving around the hole. The fill in here is a mixed fill. It's got some flat fill in here. It's got some round fill. I feel like it's got some flat disc, I think, as well. Love the mixture of fill. Mixed fill is probably my favorite fill because of you kind of get the benefits of both sides to it. So the bag has some movement to it, but again, not a ton, so it doesn't really kick on you, but it has enough movement that if you do want to kind of shape your shots, you can do that with this bag. It's got enough beads in there, enough round fill in there that the bag doesn't tend to hang on the hole very much, so it still helps with that hole friendliness. So love the fill that T&T used in this bag. These bags are ACL stand for 2024, so if you're playing ACL events, you can throw the looter. Let's go ahead and dive in and talk about playability of these bags. And it's a versatile bag, as I mentioned. It's a bag that if you want to just get up there and run bags, go hole for hole, you can definitely do this bag, especially if you're a fast bag thrower and you get to a situation where boards are just blazing fast and you're trying to get a bag that just plays a touch slower, a little more control, but you can still run bags in the hole. That's where a bag like this looter really steps in, because it has more of a fast bag feel to me than a slow bag feel. Just with the flop in it, the looseness of it, it really reminds me of a fast bag. This is kind of what I look for. I'm looking for a fast bag, but yet it gives you that control you get of a medium to slower style bag. So it kind of combines the two worlds to meet in the middle. So I think it's a great slow bag for fast bag throwers. If you're a slow bag player, but you're looking for a bag that maybe you want to get a situation where you want to run the bags in the hole and you don't want to play a dirty style game, that's where I think this looter kind of fills that gap in from the slow side as well. But again, bag definitely a wonderful bag for running bags in the hole. Both materials are very hole friendly. The fill is hole friendly, so you don't have a lot of bags left hanging. It's a bag that has a ton of control, as I mentioned. So if you like to play a dirty style game, you can throw blockers up there. You have the control to put this bag up there, put blockers where you want, and really kind of create a lot of chaos and congestion for your opponent. Now, as far as the blockers go, the one thing I would say, because of the flop of the bag, if you're trying to collect, if you just go to clip a corner, a lot of times these bags do kind of have a tendency to want to accordion up. They smash up and spin around. So makes the bag great for get arounds, makes the bags great if you're playing an opponent who throws blockers. You can just aim for their corner, smash to it, spin your bag around, kind of push them out of the way, take hole control, even put your bag in, leave their bag there. It's a great for that. So if you play against a lot of players who play dirty style games or throw blockers and you don't have a great roll or cut or flop or any kind of get around style shot, a bag like this is awesome because just because of the accordingness of the bag, the flow of the bag, it will get around on its own for you and do a lot of the work for you. But if you throw that blocker up there, you're trying to collect, just be careful, just be more conscious of when you go to collect, you're coming a little bit more in that middle. Don't go to the corners, come more in the middle. If you do that, you push the bag, they're very collectible. I didn't have a problem collecting the bags. plenty fast enough on the fast side to push through multiple bags if you have to. So if you've got, you know, a couple bags up there and you want to push through, you can do it. Because the bags do have the flop, I had no issues with the bags clogging up in the hole because they just fold up nicely and just drip right in. So you can easily fit 3 bags through that hole without much trouble at all. So not a bag that's going to clog the hole. It's really, to me, this is a bag that I think I would play, and I mention all the time when I talk about these hybrid materials, I love to play the hybrid style game. I love to get up there, run bags in the hole, occasionally throw a blocker here or there, all of a sudden come out and throw a completely dirty round with all, you know, 3 blockers up there, then clean up the mess at the end. I love to kind of mix and match my game and jump around, round, around, keep my opponent guessing, never let them know what I'm really trying to do. It just keeping them off balance, I think, makes them think a little more. And the more you can get your opponent thinking, the better the chance they're going to make mistakes. That's how I like to play the game. Now, as far as shot shaping goes, not the best bag for shot shaping, just because of the forgiveness it has in landing. It doesn't have a lot of bounce or movement, as I mentioned. I can throw cuts with it. You can get some of the subtle cuts. So if there's a blocker up there and you want to cut around, you can get the bag to cut and kind of sneak around. It's not going to make those harsh, aggressive cuts that a bouncier bag would, or a bag with a stickier, slower side would do. It's not the easiest bag for rolls and flops, but if you're above average to advance in the roll and flop game, you can definitely do that with these bags. If you're average to below, or you're starting to learn, not the best bag to learn them, it's still there. Like, if you can roll if you have the ability to roll a bag, if you can get that right back load or front load for a flop, you can roll or flop any bag, right? Even with a cut, right? If you get that side angle, that tilt in the bag, you can do it with any bag, but it's not the most forgiving, right? You've got to get that exaggerated angle for you to really get that back load, to get a bag like this to pop up and roll. Not impossible. It's probably not the style of game you're playing. If you pull these bags out, you're not looking to roll every time over every blocker. You have other options out there, but this looter does give you those options. So you do have some of that shot shooting ability if you want to do it. Again, I think it's better for that get around style game. It's better for if you're just trying to run bags in the hole. Like I said, maybe you play on faster boards and you want a bag that has a little bit of control. That's where you go to here. Maybe you know, you're getting out there, you're a dirty style bag player and boards are getting sticky, and your slower bags are just too slow. You step up something like this, you can still play your control style game with this slow side material. Like I said, plenty fast on the fast side to push through, clean up even on the sticky boards. So you can, you know, depending on the situation, the board conditions, this can fit a lot of different style games. So love the versatility of the looter. All in all, I do recommend the looter. I really had a lot of fun throwing it. It's a wonderful bag. I think if you're looking for a hybrid style bag and you like a bag that's a little bit on that looser, floppier side, I think the looter is exactly what you're looking for. Leads me into availability, and T&T has a website. It's tntbags.com, TANDTBAGS.com. I'll put a link in the description for you guys to go check out. The bags were $79.99 for a set on their website. They had free shipping on there. I actually have a discount code in the description as well. If you go to the description before you click on the website, look, there's a code there. You can copy that, paste it at checkout, save you an extra $10 on there as well. Give them now like $69.99. So wonderful price. Even without the code, it's under $80 shipped to you for an ACL stamp bag, which is kind of on that lower to mid price point. Great price for a high quality bag. Definitely recommend checking them out. If it sounds like a bag that you'd like, definitely give them a run. If you've thrown the looter, I would love to hear your feedback. What you like, what you don't like, drop a comment down below. I always love hearing you guys' opinions. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.